Hi guys, I wanted to talk to you about the video I posted yesterday about United States is not really sovereign country and is ruled by people who are not even citizen, foreign entities running the show in the United States. Okay, I'm going to post a video. Two videos. He's gonna break it down to you. It's from this guy. I'm subbing to his channel. His name is Markaba. It's called Markaba. Shoot, I can't remember the name. But anyhow, I'll link it for you guys in the comment section. You guys can watch. Exactly, he said exactly what I just told you. You know why United States is not a sovereign country, is not independent, is running under the wings of United Kingdom, So that what I said yesterday in a video, and now you probably, some of you guys, if you heard this video, you gotta say, oh, like my brother, my brother, he teaches in university in Atlanta, Georgia. He told me, oh, you shouldn't talk about this to other people because they're gonna think you're crazy. You're gonna sound uneducated, and you're someone who's gone to university. You don't want to sound like stupid. He doesn't know any of this because he's part of the masses. He's part of the people. This collective who believe in the same garbage. They believe in lies. Okay, so anyhow, and I'm gonna post it in the comment section. You can watch. He posted two videos, but he's not the only one. He's not only American who knows the truth. A lot of American knows. You know what I mean? But not enough to overturn. To turn people, or to regroup people into seeing the truth, in order to unveil things, before people's eyes. You need to make a lot of people believe, and see. You have to let people see what's actually going on, and it takes a lot of effort and time, because they own everything. They own like the TV, they own the social media, the radio, internet. They own everything. So they will wage a war on you because they have an army. YouTube army, Google army, Yahoo army, Apple army. They're all working together. You know what I'm saying? So if you think there are actually enemy of each other, you're gonna wake into to root truth that they're actually working together. They're always gonna show that there are opposition to each other and they don't like each other, and that's a game. It's a game they play. Do you think they're against China? Do you think they are really against Iran? They want the oil of Iran, yes, but it's not about going after, the government or anything like that. So they always manipulate the government to believe that what they wanted, they can weaponize media. And now, like I'm in UK, I'm in YouTube. I'm watching all these sponsors or sponsored commercial on YouTube where they're like, Iranian are raping kids, Norwegian kids, raping Irish kids, French kids, Saudi kids. You understand? They're using the weaponization of media to turn against Iran because they want something from Iran. And all these oil countries, all these world governments are working against to whoever they don't like, they want to get rid of. And they always because that person has something they want. You know what I'm saying? And look why all these countries have to be people have to be displaced. Why they have to be going to countries, seeking refugee asylums and stuff, because the war ridden, because you want something that that country is sitting on. You know what I'm saying? You need to move because we want what's in the ground. You know what I'm saying? We need to move you. We're gonna put in a war. We're gonna put you in a war where you have no choice but to move. This tactic is all done by the Jews. The Jews, who are the one who actually um, instigated the World War One and World War Two. You know that? Did you know that? The Jews and neo-Nazi are one, and they are always starting shit. You know what I mean? Because they know wars generate money. They know wars generate money, slavery generate money, all this oppression and stuff also generate money, because they always benefit from oppressing other people, and that's all gonna come to an end. They're gonna look for a place to hide. They're not gonna find it, because when God unleashed something very dark and demented on them, something is very wicked. When God says, no, Prophet Muhammad says, وَيْلٌ لِلْعَرَبِ شَرًّا لِاغْتَرَبْ. He says, woe to the people of Arab nations. Evil have come very close to you, and this evil cannot be destroyed. And you know what that evil is? Something, that's what 144,000 is gonna get. They're gonna get the chaos, the power over chaos. You know what I'm saying? Tornado, hurricanes, elements who control the air, who control the air, water, fire, earth, all of them. You know what I'm saying? All the 5 elements, we control them. Okay? What's actually the highest amount? What's the highest? Land mass or water? So water is the highest in comparison to mass. Earth is not. Earth is like less than almost what 80%, 85% of the earth is water. Just imagine we tapping into the water, creating floods in every country. Every developing country, you create floods. You create hurricanes, tornadoes, and stuff like that. Trust me, they cannot withstand all of that. In order to stop, to halt the country from anything from being able to be mobilized, to use the elements. If you watch a movie, the Last Airbender, bender is he controlled the wind. He controlled the wind, and he's the most powerful one. So if you think of Jesus, that the one, why they call him the Last Airbender, he's given authority, and over the air is the most powerful. You know what I mean? Because fire could be put out with water. So if you have element of water, or you can have fire also could be blown with air, right? So the air is a powerful element out of the these 5 elements, but the king dragon is gonna get the power and authority over the elements. Okay, all of them. Okay, so that's why they call Jesus uh, King of Kings, because they called him King of Kings because he has the power over the elements, you know? And that, what all of you 144,000 need to strive for to get these powers. Okay? But the King of Kings always have the unique powers than the rest of the 144,000. Okay? So, you can flood nations. You can flood nation. You can flood the earth. You could send hurricanes. You can send earthquakes. All of that without even lifting one single weapon. You know, when God told me, you know what God told me? He told me, you know, we have, we're what was it? I'm trying to think what exactly what it was, but it's basically we will win a war without lifting a single weapon. And I thought about that for a second, and I went and researched because our frequency can tap into all these energies, and we can have the power of the elements. We don't have to lift a weapon. You can just tap to manifest things. You can make earthquake. You can make the earth open. All these countries split in half. We could do. We can send we can flood them. Floods. Have you seen all these floods? You go online. Look at the floods. What the flood does to a country. It devastates a country. You know what I'm saying? So that's what God meant. That what God meant. 144,000 will not lift a weapon. We're not even gonna lift a weapon. We're just gonna have that dominion and authority over all things. Okay. So rejoice, guys. This day is coming. Whatever weapons they have cannot withstand our power. You know what I'm saying? If you think atomic bomb is strong enough, what we have will be more than atomic bombs. So and that's the hard truth. That why they're afraid of us. Why do you think they're afraid of us? They're afraid of us because what we are. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, this is what I wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna post the videos in the comment section. You guys can watch it. Exactly what I told you about the US yesterday. Okay, exactly. Watch those two videos. You gotta understand what I'm telling you is the truth. Remember I said in a video, I said not a lot of Americans know the truth. But, only the woke ones know the truth. What I just told you. Okay. But humanity have been awakened, the source of all creation, the creator of all heaven and earth, galaxy and stars, the one who existed before all creation, who manifested himself into existence. Okay, that creator is awakening all humanity. Okay, they're being awakened. They're gonna look at who their oppressors are. Okay, we're not gonna look at each other, our enemies. Oh, you're black, you're white, you're green, yellow, you're Asian, we're gonna look who's our oppressor. So that day is coming. Just remember that, rejoice.